Let's get going for Luis Perez. All right. On deck, we got Michael Booth. In the hole, we have Donovan Robertson. But up next, this is second time here. Let's get up for Adam Resendez. Thank you. Hope everyone's having a good night tonight. So I'm a little on edge. Not because I'm performing. A few minutes ago, I went to the bathroom. And I turned around and saw a 6'5" Aquaman staring me in the face. And it upset me because, you know, I always dreamed about being in a room with Jason Momoa with my dick in my hand, but not like that. So apologies for whoever has to clean up that stall. Don't use a black light. Yeah, so this is pretty new to performing stand-up. And recently I sent some of my jokes to some of my friends. Most of my jokes basically revolve around two subjects, comic books and cars, because my day job is in the automotive industry. So I got positive feedback from them, but more than one person responded with, well, maybe don't talk about the comics as much because it's not as relatable. And I tried to take the time and I started thinking that the Marvel movies, they've made like $32 billion. People know what the fuck a Groot is. Like Harrison Ford plays the Red Hulk. I think that's pretty mainstream, personally. If anything, my car jokes are probably not as relatable nowadays because people can't afford to buy a brand new car and gas costs, give or take, roughly 12 doubloons for 1 gallon. So I figured, I'm in 7 stars, I'm surrounded by nerd folks, so I'll do some comic book jokes. So I was always a Marvel kid growing up. I preferred Marvel over DC. But one thing that always bothered me about the difference between the two was that in DC, all the superheroes, they all each have kind of their own city. Like Superman, he has Metropolis, Batman has Gotham, like Flash has his own, Cyborg has his own. So I always thought that if you were like just a regular run-of-the-mill criminal, if you try to commit a crime, you might get away because if you go to like Metropolis, like Superman, he's every other week he's off on another planet, he's in another dimension, he's trapped in like a kryptonite sex dungeon by Lex Luthor. So if you go and snatch a purse, there's a good chance he's off doing something else and you might get away. Go over to Gotham, same thing. Batman, he's chasing Joker. Riddler's trying to blow up City Hall. Two-Face is trying to kidnap 2 Chainz. And I always wondered, where was Two-Face when Tupac got killed? Was he anywhere near Vegas back in the 90s? Anyone know? That's a story for another day. But as long as you don't rob anyone named Martha, there's a good chance in DC you can get away. But you go over to Marvel, 95% of Marvel takes place in New York City. So if you're just a run-of-the-mill, criminal, you go to snatch a purse, there's like 0 chance you're gonna get away. Like you go snatch a purse, like Spider-Man swinging along, Fantastic Four flying over your fucking head. There's a couple X-Men in town, they read your mind, they know what the fuck you're up to. Daredevil, he smells your bullshit from 6 blocks away. He knows what you're up to. Doctor Strange, he casts like a 3rd level, like find asshole spell, so he's checking you out with a crystal ball, so he's 100% on your ass. God forbid, the Punisher, he's next door. He's carbo loading on breadsticks and pasta at the Olive Garden, getting ready for his night. He likes to go to the Olive Garden because when you're at the Olive Garden, your family. He doesn't have it. You know what I'm talking about. You saw that one coming. So if I'm like a low-tier criminal in the Marvel universe, I'm fucking kicking rocks. I'm going over to like Cleveland or like New Jersey, like North Carolina, Seattle, like in I'm going to San Francisco because just like in real life, there's fucking nobody committing crime in San Francisco, I'm going over to like Florida. There's just one fucking guy in Florida with superpowers, Florida Man, and his only superpower is turning $100 worth of meth into $10,000 worth of like dental care. All right, well, thank you. That'll do it for me. I appreciate it, guys.
Let's keep it going for Adam.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
All right. Our next comic, he runs shows all over.